Hello Capricorn, welcome to your October monthly reading. My name is Cassidy. I will be taking care of you guys for the month of October. But just so you know, a few announcements. Time is an illusion, so if you actually end up finding this video in December and the next 5 years even, it's just one of those things that if you intuitively feel like there's messages in here meant for you to take from me, go ahead and take them, accept them. This is a general reading, right? So take what resonates, leave what doesn't. I can't possibly have the exact scenario for the entire general collective, okay? So please allow me that release of pressure and just take the messages that do resonate and do help you in your situation. Another thing, gender pretty much is non-existent here. I may refer to things as more feminine, more masculine. I may accidentally slip up, say he or she. Please don't hold it against me because I do not mean to assign any kind of gender roles. I don't really see the point in those kind of constructs that the society has on us, so just release those, let them go here. This is not the space for that. Also, just heads up, I am doing personal readings, so if you want to get a personal reading with me, check my Instagram in the description, as well as I have my email in there, so you can either email me or reach out on Instagram. If you do have me on Facebook, you can always message me on there too. Whatever's easier for you guys, I will respond, get back to you, and hopefully get your reading back to you. So I always love to start off with songs. I do consider myself to be pretty clairvoyant, or not clairaudient is what I mean. So with music, I do take messages, especially with a giant 2,000 song playlist. Sorry, I'm kind of stumbling my words. Just did Aquarius, so that was just a mouthful here. So let's try to get back on track. Let's tune into this wonderful earthy Capricorn energy, and I love it. You guys definitely do feel more grounded than Aqua felt. First song out here is More by 5 Seconds of Summer. So this tells me you guys are looking into the past and you guys feel like you had more at a certain time in your past. Maybe it's like when you were younger in high school, like if you were past high school, if you're in high school, maybe there's something in your childhood, like just something in your past that you guys are holding on to, and you feel like you want to get back to that space where it felt like you had more energetically. And I feel like this has to do a lot with friendships here. I don't know why, or at least friendship and freedom. There's some freedoms that I feel like you guys feel like you will never get back just because of your age, just because of, maybe you have to take responsibility and be an adult, and there's a lot of those adult responsibility pressures on your shoulders. So I am feeling like some of you guys are sick of that. Some of you guys are really just tired of the responsibilities. I feel like you want to go back to a time when you had more freedom, when maybe you even had more friends, more people surrounding you with support. Like it was just like an energetic feeling of celebration and more. Next up, we had Let It Be, the long version from Across the Universe here. So that's a great energy that really got me grounded again. I feel like you guys are very active, very present in politics and in real world situations. I think that really is something that interests you guys because, and I'm hearing some of my Capricorns be like, no, what are you talking about? But I don't care about politics, but for most of you guys, a lot of you guys do, because this song is all about let it be, and this is very presently still an issue, right? This song, and especially in this musical, is sung by a boy experiencing extreme racism at a time of extreme racism where people are literally dying on the streets because of this, and it almost energetically feels like we are in that same place in 2020, which is chaotic, right? We should kind of already have learned these lessons. I think it's our responsibility as compassionate people. It's our responsibility to learn these lessons. And I feel like in the US, at least, we have, all across the world, we have not learned. There's genocides, I believe, going on across the globe right now. It's like, it's just, and I feel like with media too, there's so much of it where we're given all of this information And I think you guys get frustrated sometimes about how people use this information so like lackluster. I just heard the word lackluster, like in a lack way, and in a way that they don't actually properly like take advantage of that information, of that power that we could have just by informing ourselves through the internet, and, you know, also checking our sources, not just mindlessly taking, you know, oh gosh, there's a bug, mindlessly taking advice from sources that are just not credited, you know, stuff like that. It's just like, it got hella serious really fast. So I definitely feel you guys are angry, you guys are upset about this, you guys are hurt, you guys are sad about this. And next up we have Come So Far, Got So Far to Go from the musical Hairspray, which is another song about racial issues, which is another song about the fact that we have come so far from where we've started, but yet we still have just a long ass way to go. But this song is more celebratory about how far we've come. So I think Capricorns, it's like whenever you're feeling that let it be, whenever you're feeling that really sad, that sadness just for the state of the world, just for the state of certain people's minds, I feel like you really do kind of mourn the fact that people are so sick with racism nowadays and sick with just like their prejudices. I think this song comes back in to remind you to celebrate, okay, we've had so many victories, we've had so much so many good things. Just as much as the shadow, there is also light, right? In the midst of all the shadow, there is still the light. So please hold on to the light. We've got so much far to go, and we need you, Capricorn. Like, I will say that, Caps. We need your success-driven energy to make sure that this successfully gets eradicated, right? In the future, like, we just want to eradicate racism, and I just feel like, or just world issues, like just general, let's open it back up, so just general world issues, because I feel like, Caps, you guys have that drive for success. You guys see things for what they are, and you are so grounded for the most part. Just remember to celebrate your victories as well. So because I don't want you guys to burn out and feel that really lonely let it be energy. Next up we have I Wish by One Direction, and I love this song so much. It's so old, but it's just a song about, like, it is a romantic song, so this can, I'm feeling there is some of you this is romantically for you, but for others this is just about being envious of what other people have. Other people around you have things, and when you look at them having these things, it makes you hurt, it makes you yearn for those things. And, you know, obviously we all feel envy, we all feel jealous sometimes, but I think that this is like causing you sadness. I'm feeling sadness, a lot of sadness coming from this song, where you guys, it's either there's some kind of situation where you're seeing somebody with the person you want to be with, right? There's some kind of that jealousy for some of you, Caps, and then for the rest of you, it's more just like you look around you and you see other people, and especially with the song More by 5 Seconds of Summer. So that colliding with this song just tells me you guys are paying way too much attention to either what you had in the past, or you're paying way too much attention on what other people have. And both of those things are not doing well for your emotional state, because it's making you sad. It's making you feel more lower energy, more lower vibrational, because you're too focused on the past instead of the present, or you're too focused on other people instead of yourself. Then next we have Golden by Harry Styles. So this does feel, I just actually, while I was listening to it, I looked up the meaning, because I know that there is a deeper meaning to this song, because it's all about the honeymoon stage of things. And I think that's what you guys are sad about. You guys are really mourning the honeymoon phase of maybe just your life. Maybe you're mourning the honeymoon phase of a relationship, of a friendship, of even a job. I just heard some of you guys, it's like we're in the beginning, things are so good, so magical, so effortless, and it's just like you're able to kind of make each other happy very quickly, just because maybe you don't know all the information, or, you know, just drama hasn't happened. You know, things happen and things change. And I just think that's what you really are sad about. You're sad about when things changed, whatever happened to make these things change, because you really wish that certain instances could have lasted forever. And, you know, that is kind of idealistic, guys. And I think the universe is just pushing you to be more present. Stop being so caught up on the honeymoon phase, because I think what you're doing, or by focusing so much on what you've lost, you're avoiding yourself and your present moment. And that's just, you know, you're gonna miss opportunities. And next up we had Island Girl to end it off by Psychic Mirrors. So this one was fun. This is groovy. I feel like you guys, I think when you guys get sad and kind of down, I think you guys actually end up coming back up with like some grooviness or some just like silliness. Also maybe even just like some sexual energy as well. Oh, pardon me. I hope I'm not getting the hiccups. But you guys just end up, I don't know, like you just really end up getting silly again, getting more grounded. Like I just see some of you guys dance in your room alone or just dance in your house alone. So we're gonna do one more shuffle. I don't know what the next song is, so let's see. Open, Passionate by Kalani. So I actually don't know the lyrics, so this is a surprise one for you guys. I don't know all the lyrics to this. I need to like listen to this album on repeat instead of just listening to Hate the Club on repeat. But this song, so go look up those lyrics. Maybe there will be some messages for you. And just one more time, let's show Kalani's beautiful ass, okay? Whew. So now that we got that cleared up out of the way, we can get started, guys, on your archetypes. So spirit, angels, guides, your spirit angel guides, please join me right now with Capricorn's reading. Please join me in Capricorn's reading to provide accurate, clear, concise advice, messages, whatever they need to hear in this time, please. And can you please help me focus in on their current energy? What kind of energy are they putting out for the month of October, please? Clear, concise messages only. Clear, concise messages, please. What energy are my Capricorns coming off as? What energy do you want them to see themselves as? What energy do you see them as? What is their current energy, please? Clear, concise messages. Come on. Need two more. Wow, so far I think they're all upright, so that is cool. Mostly light attributes, so most of you guys are keeping your head towards the light, towards the sun. And that's what I really liked about your energy, Cap, with the music. Every time there was a song that would go more energetically down, you guys would come back up with the next song. I really enjoyed that. I feel like that's what you guys end up doing, right? That's what you guys end up doing when you feel some type of way. So first card, Saboteur. Okay, light attribute highlights your fear of self-empowerment and the changes it would bring to your life. So I think most of my Capricorns, you guys are very open with admitting your faults, or you guys spend more time, I think, trying to understand your faults, because, you know, you guys have very success-driven energy. So I think you see those issues as blockages. So you guys understand your saboteur very well. It's like you guys are almost friends with your saboteur. I think my Capricorns, you can look at your devil energy. You know, you guys represent the devil in tarot. So obviously you guys have some issues with indulgence, or just like, you know, you self-sabotaging energy. I think you guys understand that very well. And But still, this coming up, even though it's a light attribute, I am actually taking this as you guys, because you understand it or because you accept it in your life, it's almost like you're allowing it. You're like, oh, that's my saboteur. You know what I mean? You just kind of like you'd rather kind of make light of it, make jokes of it, instead of actually maybe doing the work, doing the changes that it would take to change your entire life around. I think some of you guys continue to joke about it or continue to just like brush it off like it's not a big deal, or just because you understand it and you're not actually doing the work behind it, you know what I mean? It's like where like you kind of tell yourself, oh, I have a fear of self-empowerment, or like you tell yourself, oh, like that would take a big change. And it's like you see what needs to be done, you see it, but it's just, I don't think there's much action behind that. And next up we have Queen. I love that for you, Caps. Awesome. Radiates the regal feminine, uses her benevolent authority to protect others. And that's especially with the music, guys. Like, you guys definitely want the best for the world. You guys definitely want the best for society. And it's just a beautiful thing, because I think you really do see the world for what it could be like, and a lot of people don't even waste the time anymore, I don't think, to really stop and envision that. But either way, your intention is to protect people and be benevolent in your authority. It's like you want to be forgiving, you want to be like open. I think a lot of you guys are stepping up, okay? But this may also be too focused maybe on the subjects, instead of like I was saying, like focusing on self, advancing yourself, this self-empowerment. Advocate, right? Oh, perfect. This is so perfect. Inspires you to put compassion into action. So yeah, it's like you guys really are do things from your heart. You guys really do things because you care, because you're passionate about it. It's a really beautiful, pure energy, guys. You just want the best for people. You accept your shadow side, and it's like, yeah, you might be avoiding some self-empowerment, but it's just because I think you worry that if you were to get too powerful or have too much power, that I think some of you worry of what it would do to your silliness and your, I think some of you guys are holding on to that silliness and that I want to say childish energy, but I don't like that. I want to say more lighthearted energy. And I think you guys really hold on to it because you really love that part of yourself. You love to watch things grow, but it's almost like you like to watch other things grow instead of like planting those seeds within yourself. And it's like, especially when you want to see change around you, you have to start leading by example, guys. You have to start setting the tone and being like, this is what's going down here. We are empowering ourselves today. Next up, we have God. Oh my gosh. Okay, this is definitely my Mac Miller angel coming through. Okay. Benevolence. Again, benevolence. What is it with benevolence of my Capricorns? Benevolence and compassion, recognizing the eternal force within yourself and others. So yeah, you're going to even out. You're going to even out. It's like you see your devil and you see your God. Like, you see both sides. But it's almost like you need to take this saboteur a little more seriously. That's really the only bad thing, guys. This is fucking badass energy. Look at this, guys. Advocate, Queen, God, like nobody. And I will tell you, I haven't done 2 other signs, but nobody had this clear of an energy. It's fucking awesome. I'm really proud of you guys. Okay. I'm really proud of you. Joy. Oh, I love it. I love that. I'm going to put that over here under God, okay? I think you really do feel joy when you actually tune into your spiritual side. I think you guys really do have a lot of joy when it comes to that. We have acceptance. Okay, isolation. Like I said, it's almost like you want to give too much to others, right? It's like you hate to be alone, especially with the song Golden. There's an energy of hating to be alone. He literally says like, I don't want to be alone. When it ends, I don't want to be alone. Wow, gratitude. Oh my gosh, guys. I love your energy. Oh, I feel so charged up right now. So you, like I said, you accept this saboteur, like you accept this side of you. And I think what you need to start doing though is making your saboteur work for you. That's what I'm seeing with this. Make your saboteur work for you. Get something out of this, and not in like that way where it's like you need to get something out of this, but more in like a see the benefit of having these shadow sides. Use those shadow to empower you. I think that's like, it's like you're pretty okay, you know, you're pretty okay when it comes to like your God, like your good side. Like let's say good, bad, whatever. I don't really believe in that either, but you just feel utter joy, like when you tap into God, when you tap into your spiritual side, when you can actually feel this compassion. We have the word compassion with advocate, and then we have benevolence with queen. And so with a queen and advocate energy together, it's like you create this godly energy. You create this really spiritual energy that is just so giving. And you recognize what a force you are in this world, and that we all have God inside of us, that we all have this like level of God, this level of spirit within ourselves. And it's just beautiful energy, guys, and you just accept it fully. So I think you guys do well. You know, you can follow recipes, you can follow signs, you can create the product, the sweet product that you want at the end, but there needs to be a little extra bit of magic to it, which is utilizing your shadow to the potential that it can be. Utilizing the saboteur and going all fucking out with the saboteur. And I'm just hearing RuPaul in my head, okay? Like RuPaul's always talking about your inner saboteur and how that bitch wants you dead, okay? And so it's just like fighting that and also utilizing that bitch, okay? You're my shadow. You're my saboteur, bitch, okay? Sorry for the cursing, but okay, so with Queen and isolation now, there is some level of you guys, I feel like you don't like to be alone particularly. You see how she's kind of alone and she looks just kind of grumpy. I think you guys really don't like to be alone, so you end up, that's why you tune into this compassionate feminine side of yourself, because you really want to bring people closer. You want to bring people in to your life. You also want to protect them, which is beautiful. But I am seeing like some of your time does need to be alone so that you can recharge, so that you can clear out other people's energy, so that you're not so overwhelmed by, you know, like I'm just seeing like the people need this, the people want this. You know, it's just like the demands of the people of your empire that you've created, or this world around you, these people around you in your environment. Just make sure that you're not compensating so much to their wants, to their needs, that you're burning yourself out, because this is a lot of powerful energy, guys. So if you end up using it out, running it out, I really don't want to see what it looks like when you're tired, okay? I really don't want to see what it looks like when you just burn out, okay? I just feel like that will be really bad. So it's almost like use your benevolent energy for yourself too. Don't forget about yourself. And then last but not least, we have gratitude. And I just love it because there's like this plant, she's planting this tree. And then we also have all these plants covering this card, covering the heart, covering their friendship. These beautiful, I want to say these look like I don't know flowers, don't kill me, but they almost look like morning glories a little bit. That's what they remind me of. Or a lily, is that a lily? I don't know flowers. But I think you have such a natural gratitude for being alive, such a natural gratitude for being given this life and being put here on earth. And even as fucked up and bad as all the problems are, it's like you still get that sweet hummingbird nectar out of life. And there's been a hummingbird this like in Aquarius reading and this reading that keeps showing up in my backyard, and they're just drinking the nectar. Oh my god, I'm gonna cry. Like, you can see their little red like chest. Like, oh my god, they're so cute, and they're tiny, like so tiny. Okay, sorry, distracted. But I think, see, that's how I feel. Like, that's how grateful you get about just like your environment of the earth. You get so just grateful to be here on this planet, and it creates this inspiration within you. It creates an inspiration in you that you are able to, like, you have a fire lit under your ass that makes you like want to work, that makes you want to really put these things into action, put your heart into action. I feel like you operate so much through your heart, especially with this giant heart here. You operate so much through your heart that you just you want to find ways that you can put that into action. And a card just actually flew away. All right, guys. Sorry about that. So yeah, so really fantastic energy, guys. Like, I am genuinely so proud of you. So keep up this energy, but also don't burn yourself out, guys. Don't let that happen. It's like these are just such good cards. I don't want to put them away. Next up, we have blockages. Okay, so now let's get a little bit more ugly. Let's get a little ugly with it. What are my Capricorn's blockages? What is blocking their energy? What is blocking my Capricorn's energy, please? Aries, I am. So this could be with your self-identity. Okay. Oh, give me one sec. Sorry about that, guys. The wind is going crazy. And it was awesome for Aquarius's video because they're air, but for you guys, I just feel like this is... All right, enough's enough. Enough's enough. All right, and okay, so I put the other cards away so they don't fly away. But so far, Aries, I am, and this is the number 13. Break it into a 4, so that just tells me about stability, grounding. I feel like some of you don't feel grounded in who you are. Some of you don't feel grounded in your identity. I think some of you guys get so caught up in caring about other people, taking care of other people, giving your heart to other people, that you sometimes forget about, like, who am I? Like, who the hell am I? So really, that's why I think that's the reason, like, the universe is kind of telling you, like, go within, and that's why I'm getting that message as well, because I think there needs to be a little bit of soul searching and just, like, really trying to, like, figure out, like what is my soul, like, what is my soul doing, like, what does my soul need right now, like, instead of just trying to give, like, what do these other people's souls need, like, you know, I think you're just so giving, okay? So it's just, I think that giving, that queen energy, it's like you want to give to your subjects, you want to really, okay, helicopter, hurricane, bitch. Like, some of you guys just really want to give so badly to the people because you want to be seen as a good queen, as a good person, and I think you lose yourself along that way sometimes. And then we have water sensing, number 4 again, second 4 here. So that just tells me your stability with your emotions are kind of cut off. I think sometimes when you're trying to sense things or tap into your more intuitive side, I think that's blocked off right now for some reason. I don't know why you're blocking that off. I think that's probably because, like I was talking about, you guys are really emotional about the past. You guys are really emotional about things that have happened in the past, the things that you've lost in the past. And I think that because you're so focused on these losses, that you're actually energetically missing out on your present right now, right? We were talking about that. And so that's like your stability is being affected because your emotions are still so stuck in the past. There's some stuff in the past that you haven't really worked out, I think. I think there's, yeah, you don't have closure on something. I feel like there's some closure you don't have, okay? I don't know why I put this out, guys. This is so early, like, okay, but next up we have 8th house, endings and beginnings here. 32, break it into a 5. So you guys are resisting a change, some kind of transformation. And I think that, like I was just talking about, endings and beginnings here. I think you take endings really hard, and it's really hard for you to start over, to start these new beginnings. I think you guys are really mourning some endings in your life. And I think you need to start celebrating, you know, the Hairspray song, like, it's like, you know, you've come so far, Capricorn. You really have come so far. So it's time to celebrate that instead of mourning everything you've lost. Like, if we were just to continue to sit here in an energy of loss, it's just gonna be, you know, that energy is just gonna keep wanting more of you, wanting more. So we have to know when things end. We have to know how to close up situations and release ourselves from that energetic, like, tying. So cut those cords if you need to, guys. Cut them. You don't have to stay in anything you don't want to be in, but it's up to you to create those new beginnings. It's up to you to open that new door, okay? It's up to you to walk away, to give yourself closure. If somebody else isn't wanting to give you closure on something, then you know what? Fuck them. This is your journey. And if that is affecting your journey, then it's time that you stand up and be like, okay, I appreciate what it was. I appreciate what it did to me. I appreciate the lessons I learned from that. I appreciate, the pain that it gave me because it made me stronger. That kind of energy where it's just like you're grateful for it and you retire it. It's time to just retire something. I don't say that word, in my daily language too. So it's just funny that, retire. It's time for retirement. And then last but not least, we have 12th house, escape. 36. Break it into a 9. My loves. You guys cannot escape from, you can. So let me start over. The number 9 represents mastery. The number 9 to me is a powerhouse number. The number 9 is you are a master in your craft, in your life. And I think some of you guys are resorting to escapism to avoid becoming a master. We will get some clarification with the tarot, and there's actually, the card is behind this card that's going to go under here. I'm just kind of leaving it for a surprise since these already came out. But you guys are avoiding a certain level of mastery that I think, what's funny about this is I feel like you guys could take this on so easily if you didn't avoid and evade it, if you didn't try to escape it. I think it would just come to you so naturally that you're going to laugh. I think some of you guys are literally going to laugh once you reach a level of mastery, because you're going to be like, damn, like I could have done this a long time ago. Like some of you guys are really kicking yourself, but it's okay. But so this is your blockage, guys, is this escapism, is this 12th house Pisces energy. And it's funny that this is water as well as we got water. So there could be, it could just be a water sign also that is like there's some closure maybe with a water sign that you haven't gotten, or something like that. So underneath the water element, number 4, stability, we've got sensing, we have the Knight of Swords. So this could represent a person to you. This person could be somebody who really jumps into things. They could be really super talkative, super kind of impatient too. They are intellectuals. Do not get that mixed up though with their impulsive behavior. They are somebody who seeks knowledge, and they can have a really quick wit. I think these people are usually very honest, very brave, very courageous. They could also be a water sign mixed with maybe air. Okay, so but there's somebody who likes to take risks. You know, they're here ready to slay the dragon in the background. They're ambitious. So this could be a person that it's like you need to get closure with, or you need to release. I am getting that for you. Like some of you, it literally is genuinely like a person that you just feel like you're still mourning. But they're blocking they're blocking out your energy, guys. So you need to recognize that they're doing that, and you need to release. You need to release, retire, stop avoiding it too. Stop avoiding it. Stop trying to escape that release, because it needs to be done just for your own peace of mind, just so you can start tapping back into your emotions. I think whatever this situation was, it kind of made you a little bit numb to your emotions, just a little bit, right? Because you guys are so heart operated, but I think it maybe affected the way that, I don't know, like you meet people, or like you try to read people, because I think you get, because of maybe the way this person was, I think you get confused now about like people's pure, like actual intentions. Okay, if that makes sense. I think you get worried people aren't really who they say they are. I think you started questioning your own intuition, your own senses. And it's just not one of those things that you should question. I think you really need to, you guys are intuitive. You guys have strong minds. It's just like trusting that. We also have the King of Cups here in reverse. So that just tells me more water energy, guys. So this definitely could be water sign, Scorpio, Cancer, or Pisces here, that you are energetically yearning for, missing, and just missing the past, however the past was with this person. But just so you know, this person is emotionally immature, okay? I will say that. And I think these are the negative messages you need to hear to maybe get some more closure. This is the ending, okay? This person, they could be a more masculine energy here, but this person is emotionally immature. They can be a little bit over emotional with their reactions as well. I feel like they react very quickly, right? Impulsively. Like it's a kind of a mix here. And it's almost out of a place of anxiety too. It's like they get so scared that they just shut down, they get overwhelmed, and they just become uncaring, they become unkind, they become cold. This person could have also dealt with depression in any kind of form, and it made them really moody. It made them kind of intolerable with their emotions, and it's just because they were unbalanced in their emotions. And this is nothing, you see what I mean? This is like, I feel like part of you blames yourself for losing this person, or for, you know, still holding on to this person. But this is some confirmation that the problem wasn't just you, or for some of you it wasn't you at all, but for a lot of you, this is confirmation that this person was manipulative, over emotional, a little bit immature when it came to their emotions, how they handled them. Sometimes it almost, I feel like I'm hearing, it almost felt ruthless. And I think that's why, like, it's blocked out your senses, right? It's blocked out your intuition. You're like, wow, if a person that I cared for to this degree could turn around and be this person. And that's what's funny to me, is this is the same character coming through here. So that just shows me they have two sides to them. And I think now you question your intuition, you question the way you sense people, read people, because you just think, oh, like they're gonna turn out to be like this. And that's what makes you not want to begin new things. And that also makes it makes it hard to just release this, to end this, because you're still so hurt. I think so many of you guys are still really hurt over this. We've got the 9 of Swords here. You guys are having some sleepless nights. I will be honest. Like some of you guys, especially when it comes to your stability, who you are as a person, I think sometimes that keeps you up at night. You know, you kind of let your fear in, and there's a deep unhappiness that you have to face. Guys, you have to face it. You cannot keep escaping it. You cannot just let this Pisces energy ruin your chance to become a master in your life, in your lifetime. I know my Capricorns, you guys are success driven. You guys want to be those masters. So why are you letting this person or this situation, whatever this was here, whatever this emotionally immature energy was, like, why are you letting it affect you so badly, guys? You have to have a certain level of boundaries too. I know you guys are stressed. I know you guys are overwhelmed. I feel you guys being at a breaking point. I know. And I know this is hard for you guys to talk about. And that's why you guys turn so much to your heart and using the way you operate in your life. You'd rather come from a place of heart, because you know what it feels like to feel like loss and being emotionally confused about people. But this is also focusing on the past, guilt, regret. You could also be the subject of some gossip, so maybe that's also energetically you're just picking up on that. You know people talk about you kind of energy. Yeah, it's so funny that you pulled joy right away with your emotions, but then we get to your blockages, what's blocking out your energy, and we have this joylessness, this anxiety, this terror, this fear, this negativity. You gotta release. It's gotta be released so that you can come back to who you are. So that you can return to your identity. Oh, of course, this is why, guys, this is why it wasn't coming out right away. We have the 8 of Wands. So this just tells me, you see how they're all watching her leave. They're all watching this unicorn walk away here. It's time to walk away from this situation, guys. I think it is done. I think, at least for right now, I think that there's no point in torturing yourself over this any longer. It's just making things making it more painful for you, for who you are. You're losing your sleep, right? You're losing your sense of self. You're being untrustworthy towards people. You don't want to start new beginnings. But this just tells me there's gonna be some more exciting times in the future. There's gonna be more freedom in the future. I think things are just going to take off out of nowhere. Once you start facing the truth, stop escaping it, I think you're going to finally open up and see the results of all this hard work of like that this is going to be hard for you to really accept these messages to heart, because a lot of you, I think, really want to forgive this person or really don't want to you don't want closure from this situation. It's almost like you want reconciliation. And so I think once you stop escaping the fact that this situation just isn't serving you and it's time to just release rather than cling and you know, keep that energetic tie bound to them, you know, it's almost like the devil card. That's your card. You're going to be taking off your shackles, and because those shackles were never locked. That's the thing, is those shackles around your wrists were never locked. You could have taken them off at any point in time. And I think that's the escapism. That's the illusion here. That's the delusion that you guys have been living in. The fact that you can just take off these cusps. You can take off this bond to this person. You can cut the cord if you really need to, because look at how much they're coming into your reading here. Look at how much that energy is affecting you, blocking you. But there will be progress, guys. There will be progress, and you're gonna run straight towards it. Okay, so now let's get some advice. Now that we've seen the situation, now that we've seen the sitch, now that we know, okay, we've got this bullshit in our lives, let's get some advice. All right, please clear, concise messages from my angels, guides, spirit, please, angel, guides, spirit, please. What advice can we give my beautiful Capricorns? Please give some Capricorns some love. What do they need to hear right now? What do they need to hear? Porcupine. I don't know which I should take it. I'll pull one more for you guys, because we actually are going faster, much faster than Aquarius. They had like a hour-and-a-half reading. Okay, so Porcupine Spirit in reverse. Time for beginner mind. Okay, interesting. 48 here, break it into a 12, break it into a 3. So that's about creativity, right? Maybe there's something that you need to be more open to starting from a beginner place. You know, starting over, right? We have those issues with kind of starting over, starting fresh. So when it's in reverse, it says, are you feeling prickly and defensive lately and assuming you will be hurt before you have seen any sign that such a reaction is called for? Okay, see, that's confirmation for me for the water card, the sensing card, that you guys really are kind of putting up that barrier before you can actually feel out whether or not this person's like, you know, a good, decent person that you'd want in your life. I think you just kind of put on this defense immediately because of how you've been hurt in the past. So it says, perhaps an old sense of guilt and shame is causing you to be cynical and wary when you are meant to be open and curious. Self-protection is a good thing, but you may be protecting yourself from something that will not actually harm you, but instead will bring you abundance, happiness, and love. Remember your innocence, and you will see what you have been overlooking. Oh, that's so awesome, Caps. Like, I just... That's what I was feeling every time I was trying to tap into your compassion, every time I was trying to tap into your heart and compassion. I just kept seeing, like, a little kid, you know? It's just like you guys operate from such an emotionally open standpoint, but with all those blockages, it was so closed up. So now it's just like you need to start protecting yourself. You need to stop living in fear that these things are going to hurt you before they actually hurt you, because you know what? There will be things that hurt you in the future, but you can't really decide when or how that's going to happen. So it's just like you have to release, you have to surrender, Caps. It's time to surrender. So porcupine quills are filled with air, allowing a porcupine to float in water. Now is a time to let your innocent nature keep you buoyant. You remember how I was saying that it felt like you guys were drowning? It almost felt like you guys were drowning. And that's so funny. It's time to like create that buoyancy, create that light weight energy, tap into that innocence. And I think you guys are going to float right through this situation. And it's going to be creative. There is a creative aspect to it. Next up, we have brown bear spirit, the number 9. Avoiding that mastery, guys. Take time out. So it says, when you become so frazzled that you can't decide how to move forward, brown bear spirit arrives to remind you to let go of your impatience in getting to the answers and solving the problems that face you. Now is the time for rest and meditation. Take a break, let insights arise, and know that you have plenty of time to make plans. Remember, guys, I was saying, like, I don't want my caps to burn out. I don't need you guys to burn out because we need y'all, okay? Brown bear spirit reminds you that sometimes the best and most effective action is non-action, allowing the situation around you to reveal itself to you so you can better understand it. That's what I'm feeling. It's like you don't have all the information, or you're not going to get the closure I feel like that you guys are really looking for right now. And so that's why it's so important to release, to protect yourself, release, go back into hibernation, right? Meditation, and just go within, because that's where you're going to find most of your answers, not from any external closure, from any external words somebody might say to you, okay? This is the best action for right now. So remember that what is yours will never be withheld from you, so you can really relax and wait until the next right action is revealed. Miracles come from out of nowhere, and yours will arrive on Great Spirit's turntables. Or timetable. Sorry, I was getting a call, so I was like trying to read that, trying to send them a text, like I can't. Miracles will come out of nowhere, and yours will arrive on Great Spirit's timetable. That's what I'm saying. Like, as soon as like all that comes in, as soon as you clear out that energy, I just feel like things are just gonna flow so naturally. Miracles are gonna come left, right. You're not gonna know what's hitting you, okay? So just start being more present, and being like, this is what's really going on around me in my situation, in my environment. I need to let go of the past. I need to stop focusing on the past, because I can't change the past. There's nothing I can do about the past right now. So there's really no use in you guys just clinging to it and wanting something to change, because something is just not going to change right now. So goddesses, please, my goddesses, my beloved goddesses, can you please make it known for my Capricorns, if they need your support for the month of October, who can they pray to, who can they reach out to, who can they meditate with, who can they pull energy from to help them through this, please. Witch goddess energy. It's been so calm. Like, literally, as soon as I called out the air on being crazy, it's been so calm. And now I better not jinx it. Okay, goddesses. Who wants to help Cap? Who wants to help y'all? Alright, I'll take them. There's 2. Ooh, they're upright. I'm excited. First one. Oba. Domesticity. I cannot say it. That's not a fun word. Domesticity. Why would somebody put that into a word? Anyways, this is I think what it is like, it's time to really make yourself a home. It's time to really make your energy, the people around you, feel safe, like you are at home. And let's go ahead and read. Let's see. Goddess of marriage and domesticity. I'm so sorry I'm butchering that word. I know. I love words so much. I know words so much, but it's just like, there's certain words I have no fucking clue how to pronounce. So she's signaling for you to focus on tending your own home and domestic area. leaning into your home life is going to help support you at this time. So maybe you guys have really strong roots in your home, or where you are living right now, you have a lot of support coming from those places. Or from family. I'm hearing your root energy. You know, we need to go back to that root and make sure. I think most of my caps, I'm feeling strong root energy though. So a lot of you guys, it's time to take that support if you need it. You know, talk to the people you really do trust, the people that you know how I was talking about, you guys kind of worry people aren't who they say they are. I think it's time to talk to people who you really know. You know through and through who that person is, and that could be, you know, your family members, because those are the people you see from such a young age, who know you from such a young age. You know, siblings, your parents. Reach out to them, but also just I feel like this is also a source of energy from your marriage. You know, if you have a strong marriage, for my caps that are married, pull from that support as well. Talk to them about this. Talk about how you're feeling with them, and just take a break, guys. Please take some time out. Please make sure you're not burning yourself out. You do so much for people and for the world. It's just make sure you're giving that back. Oh, she's so coming through for me today, guys. You guys, I think you're very capable of balance, especially this month. I think you're very capable of getting grounded, being balanced. So this is the first known mermaid in a recorded history. So she is here to help you guys. If you guys need either of these, Oba and Atagardis, I believe. Okay, sorry if I'm butchering these. But she is guiding you to look for balance in your time, in your environment, and within yourself. Those are like the three things we talked about. As a teacher, Atagardis asks you to seek new ways to bring more balance and care into your life. Okay, so really seek those out. Really look for, is this going to help me feel balanced? Is this going to help me feel balanced? Is this going to really assist me? Is this really going to serve me in this time? Don't allow the rest, okay? The rest is just trying to fool you. These are so gorgeous, guys. So please, if you feel drawn, meditate with them. They're here for you. So let's move on. We're gonna do the love spread really quick. So what's coming through for love for my Capricorns? Oop, the Hanged Man. Okay. You guys are, I'm not gonna say dramatic, but you guys make me laugh, that's for sure. So you guys could feel really stagnant, really stuck right now. I feel like some of you guys really feel like, you know, love is not going anywhere for you at the moment, or it's just been really boring. It's just been the same old, same old. This is more Pisces energy, guys. So you guys had a lot of water and Pisces energy, especially in your blockages. So this could definitely be a relationship where you're feeling stuck, you're feeling trapped, you're feeling confined. I feel like some of you feel like you're not really sure where this is going to go, where this is going to end, because right in this moment, I feel like you feel like you need to let go or release something. We have the Empress, okay, beautiful. So you still are stepping up to be the caretaker. You still are stepping up to be more of a motherly energy to this person. You're stepping up to dominate your feminine energy. There's so much creativity from this card as well. I think some of you guys are trying to get more creative in love, trying to figure out maybe if I'm more creative with this or that, maybe, you know, I'll find more clarity. I'll find out why I feel so trapped. I'll find out why I feel so stagnant. So This could also represent pregnancy or motherhood. So some of you guys may be looking to have kids right now. Some of you guys could be pregnant. Some of you guys could be just blooming your creativity, your femininity, your beauty, right? Some of you guys are just really focused on that, focused on your power, focused on stepping into that power. This is, I believe, Cancer energy. So now we've got the second water sign. So if we get Death and we get Scorpio, that's a 3. I was like, if that's Death, I had to know. Wow, guys, this is the third major arcana here. So we've got all 3 are major arcana. So this is a big moment for you. This could be a big decision that you have to make, a big transition, so a big, just a big change. I think there's a lot of changes going on. And I think that it's causing you to really step up, to think about your empire. What do you want for yourself as a mother, as a parent, as a person in power? What do you want for yourself? Also, there's a level of wanting harmony, also being attracted to nature, really seeking harmony whereas you feel trapped, seeking harmony whereas you feel trapped. As well as there's this here. It's like part of you, because you don't know how to deal with this feeling confined. Oh God, because you don't know how to deal with, sorry guys, give me one sec. Because you guys don't know how to deal with feeling confined, feeling trapped, I think some of you guys actually dream about or think about, you daydream about being reckless, being careless. What would I do if I didn't give any kind of fucks? What decisions would I make? Okay, I think some of you guys, fuck these dogs. I see you guys thinking you're not having a lot of fun. I think you're lacking some fun in your life. You're lacking a little bit of hope for this situation. I think you kind of you're questioning this relationship right now. You're questioning, I don't know if all of you guys have faith, but that's so funny because then you remember how much you love this person, how much they emotionally fulfill you, how much, you feel like they are your family, or you can see a family with them. I just feel like part of you wants this person to step up. Part of you wants this person to stop making you feel trapped, stop making you feel like you're the only one kind of putting some work into this, okay? But yeah, I think some of you do daydream about being negligent, just like walking away, just kind of being like, nah, I'm not doing this. Like, it is irrational. It's very much irrational, but it's coming from a place of you feeling trapped. It's like naturally when a person feels trapped, what are you going to think of? You're going to think about escaping, getting away from a situation, obviously. But then you're just brought right back to love. So I don't know. You're brought right back to like, oh, I want to give you everything. I want to be there for you. I want to emotionally support you the way that you've supported me in the past. So it's like you do have an appreciation for them, but at the same time, it's like you daydream or you think about just like, well, what if I were to just say fuck it all? What would happen? What would come of this decision? I think you do play with that fire. But then you just remember how happy you are, how abundant you feel when you're with this person. How much you care about them. You can see children with them, or you have children with them already. I just feel like it's like you think about walking away, but then you're just like, nah, this person's like my soulmate. And then we have the 8 of Swords in reverse, okay? So with this being in reverse, this is a beautiful imagery here, because this tells me you guys are going to get out of this feeling or these thoughts, right? Because the swords represents thoughts, ideas. So it's not really manifested. And I love how this is 0 as well, because it almost feels like it's something that never really got off the ground. It stayed at 0, these thoughts of walking away, of just being reckless. But I think you're going to end up releasing all your fears of these relationships. Not all of them, right? We're, just naturally, we can be fearful people. We can still have fears and still be a mentally healthy person. but I'm saying like you're gonna overcome these obstacles. I think whereas you may have felt really anxious about something, or just really unhappy, trapped, or maybe even like some kind of level of abuse, or just imbalance. Oh no, 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 no. The Empress, she flew away. Even if you were to feel some level of imbalance, I think that you guys are going to be able to straighten that out. Give me one sec. Let me go run out. And it's funny because whenever I came back, I almost put her like this in reverse. So that just tells me like, before you do anything reckless, because you're feeling trapped, because you're feeling some type of way, remember how much love you have, okay? And remember the person that you really are. Don't let these impulsive behaviors affect your decisions here. But like I was saying, okay, so 8 of Swords, like I was saying. And if there is some kind of like situation that you really just like want to walk away from, you will have the strength to do it. You will get escape from, like, if there's any kind of like abusive, manipulative behavior here, I do see you guys getting away from that, finally freeing yourself. Finally freeing yourself, surviving, facing your fears, facing the truth, okay? Releasing your anxiety over this, being more hopeful again, feeling more empowered again. So it's funny because it's like I'm trying to kind of see these as two paths. So it's like you feel trapped. When you feel trapped, it's like half of you is still like empowered. You know, that part of you will never go away. That really caring, motherly, queen energy that you guys have been holding, that's not going to go away. And it's going to help you, it's going to empower you to release all these fears. So if you were to go this way, it ends good. And then it's funny if you were to go this way, where you choose to be reckless, where you choose to like just be careless and just give up on this. It's funny because you still come back to love. You still end up with a lot of abundance and love and happiness. So either way, whatever decision you make with feeling trapped, just make sure it's just check in with your heart, guys. Just check in with your heart. Make sure this is what you want. 7 of Swords in reverse. So this is about coming clean. Yeah, so some of you guys need to be just completely honest with your partner about a situation. Some of you need to be, I'm hearing, painfully honest, whereas you may feel like you're being an asshole or you're being like harsh. I think some of these people need to hear it, okay? They really do, because I don't think they even realize how trapped you feel or how confined you feel, and that's, you know, that's not fair to you. You should be able to talk to them, to communicate, to come clean about this. I think once you get that communication out there, instead of holding all of this in, we're trying to repress it, trying to just like act out, right? You're trying to act out. You need to let that conscious kick in. You need to yeah, you need to come clean, guys, and there is there's two sides of the sword here with the 7 of Swords. There's two sides. So it's like you can either come clean, be honest, start a new leaf, or you can just keep ignoring these problems and just see how, you know, how much they're going to build up, how much they're going to affect you later on down the road. You know, trying to run away from some consequences, I think, to some degree. And I just don't think that's what's going to get you where you want to go. So let's do an outcome. What's the outcome, please? What's the outcome? Clear, concise messages for the outcome of this situation. We have keep an open mind in reverse. Your soulmate may differ from your usual type and expectation. So this to me almost tells me, you guys, your mind has been a little bit too open. Instead of really thinking about like, what do I care about? What do I feel? What do I want to do? I think you guys are kind of going all over the place, like this Fool in reverse. Like you guys are just like, well, like, I can like, let me try to explain this in a better way. Like, you're letting your mind run wild here, and I think that there hasn't been an attempt, yeah, like I was about to say, there hasn't been an attempt to communicate this or to let this person know. So it's not fair to them, it's not fair to you, and you need to start making the effort. Great love is worth taking the steps you're guided to take. I think some of you guys get closed off and be like, no, like this person won't understand, or I can't tell them that. I don't know why I'm hearing that. I can't tell them how I really feel. You know, if this is your soulmate, it says your soulmate may differ from your usual type and expectation, you know, be prepared to be surprised by them. If they're meant to be in your life, if they really are your soulmate that you feel that strong connection to, they should be able to handle this. They should be able to handle issues with you. You guys should be able to come up with compromises. Come clean, baby. One more. Finances and career. So maybe that's what's affecting your carelessness, your recklessness here, is just the fact that in this connection, the finances and career are all over the place. So financial issues are a factor in your love life right now. So that's creating a blockage for you guys. So not keeping an open mind and your finances, both of those are really coming in as blockages, but this is more the advice. So take these steps you're guided to take, guys. All right, we're almost done. Last but not least, we're going to do messages from your angels. So these messages can just be for general, for the whole reading. Let's go ahead and ask my angels, please. Angels, can you help me give some messages to Capricorn, some closing messages for Capricorn, closing messages for my Caps? What do they need to hear right now to end this reading? Ending messages. Oh my gosh, they all spilled out everywhere. All right, we have guardian angel. Trust. All unfolds in perfect timing. You are one with divine will. Focus only on love, and all you truly desire will manifest at the most perfect moment. Like I said, there's some perfect moment just waiting to happen for you. Be patient. I, your guardian angel, am watching over you. We also have prayer. Dear God, help me always to remember that this present life is but a fleeting moment within eternity. Help me always to remember that this life is but a dream. Help me always to remember that you exist within everyone and everything. What was I saying? There's a God in everyone. There's a God spirit in all of us, right? It's just tapping into that. You guys are tapped in. So I love how it's asking to remember that you exist within everyone, right? So not just you, everyone. Help me always to remember that love is all there. Oh wait, help me to remember that love is all there is, and all else is an illusion. Thank you. Beautiful. And then one more to end it. Believe. Be open to all possibilities and opportunities. Let go of preconceived ideas. There is nothing to fear, and you are constantly surrounded by love. Start to believe in yourself and trust your instincts. Wondrous possibilities and opportunities abound, provided you are flexible and retain an open heart and mind. Oh my gosh. Believe. All is possible. All right, Capricorns, that's all the time I have for you. I really super enjoyed this one. Thank you so much for joining me. Thank you so much for allowing me to read for you. Thank your guides, my guides, your angels, my angels. Thanks, Spirit. And also, if you want to get a personal, make sure to message me. Please like, comment, subscribe to the video, and I can't wait to see you guys in November. Love and light, Caps. Bye-bye.